Good morning, Pokefans. Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and we're going to continue our seasonal rank climb using a team that we built from scratch. Well, hopefully. Anyways, so like I was thinking about or talking about last video, we were kind of deciding what to do with the particular team. We found some clunkiness between like Raging Bolt, Chi-Yu, and like Roaring Moon. We wanted to do some EV training for Kyogre and kind of move things around. Obviously, we didn't potentially want to have Urshifu with the choice banned, so I kind of redid the boxes. Obviously, there's my VGC trained box. It's got like Groudon and stuff, and then I will start sorting out these Pokemon here just so that we have a little bit more extra space and all that. There has been a couple of changes. Obviously, we do have some Pokemon that I do have in mind for replacements down here, and then kind of deciding what we could do after that. For now, I think we're going to walk in with this team, but we've changed a couple of things on these mons so that maybe we can do a little bit more against the people that we're trying to play against. So Tornadus didn't receive major updates. I don't think he received any at all. But Chi-Yu got switched out from Choice Scarf to Choice Specs. So we still have the 4 moves. It still is trained the way that it is. And we also got it lined up with like Golden Go and Fluttermane. That way we can swap him out with either one of these two, possibly someone later on. But for right now, that's what we're going to be working with. For Raging Bolt, we changed the Terra type to Electric, and we also got rid of Dragon Pulse for Draco Meteor. We didn't change the EVs for any of the Pokemon on the screen. That's usually a far longer process for me because I do all my calcs before I make the changes to the EVs instead of just like wiping one stat out as, you know, materials and all that. I don't have a whole lot of items anymore because I've been trying to do a lot with this series and build each team respectively and try to get them all like set up and ready to go. So I'm running out of components to make my VGC team ready, and hopefully I won't have to like cut off stream off just so that I can not a stream but a video off so that I can farm for materials again. Besides, we did change Chi-Yu's Terra type to Ghost, so that should not be affecting us anymore. We got Draco Meteor, and we also changed the Electric type to or Terra for Electric for Raging Bolt. For Urshifu, we're gonna do the Choice Scarf method, and we also got rid of Protect for Aqua Jet. We're gonna try this out because I have never realistically tried the Choice Scarf set, and I figured if we're gonna have to deal with priority, we could maybe outspeed so that they would have to use the priority on someone else, which is why we went with Aqua Jet so that we can go above and beyond the priority list. Because like Sucker Punch and Thunderclap, are on the same priority list. They just go about speed, but Aqua Jet says that I automatically attack first, so they fail. Doesn't matter what it is, it just fails. For Kyogre, we got rid of Water Spout to put in Origin Pulse to have a little bit more of a heavier hitting move. And we also changed the Terra type from Steel to Water. That way we can kind of get like a little bit of a boost. And we also gave it Mystic Water, so it's no longer be healing after every turn, which I thought was going to be like a good enough thing. But I think because of the fact of how Kyogre is built, because I have like 196 EVs in special attack and HP. We didn't anything in defenses except for like 4, so it's like a +1 to their stat. I don't know if it's gonna really take a effectiveness to that, but we're gonna try that too. And we just removed Roaring Moon altogether. Realistically, it's not like he's a bad mon all. It's just a lot of people tend to use, you know, ice, and like if they're always going to be using like not only ice types but Pokemon that are realistically really good in like Trick Room or some sort of terrain setter, Roaring Moon just kind of struggles in that like a lot. And while he does like set up Tailwind if we need it to use later on, gets knocked out pretty easily, so it makes it really hard to use him. But we're gonna walk in with Qian Pao instead. We're gonna go with the Life Orb thing. I have to recalc without Life Orb because I might go for either Focus Sash or something else, and that could be like a lot of the items that I use here. But that's what we're thinking of as well. I've got, like I said, Pokemon lined up to be maybe possible replacements. Since I'm using Qian Pao, I could use Dragonite, but Chi-Yu could actually be used worthy for like Kyogre, if in fact that I could use it, you know, effectively. And then I have other Pokemon that could, you know, be used in case if I need to swap other people out. So that's the thought process that I have. I might be wrong, but I'm not 100% sure how it's going to play out until I actually physically test it. So because today is Friday, officially Friday, like yesterday I thought it was Friday. No, it was not. But since it's today officially Friday, I figured that we'd give this a shot. And yeah, I'll probably be farming and recalculating stuff tomorrow, and like tomorrow is Saturday. And I'll come back with some, I'm hoping, some really good revisions and see what we can do to counter the meta. That's all that I've got. So let's get into our matches. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hope you enjoy the show. Okay, so we've got Ogerpon, Urshifu, no, not Urshifu, Ursaluna, Incineroar, Miraidon, Tornadus, and Farigiraf. Because of this, we're probably looking at either a hard trick room or a light trick room, probably like offensive thing. So we will have to kind of play around that as much as possible. The thing is though, I don't really have, well, I do have a counter. I'm just trying to decide which is going to be the best one. Let's go Tornadus, Kyogre, bring in Chi-Yu afterwards, and then maybe do Chien-Pao. We're gonna go with our fast person first, because if they go in with like Farigiraf, we know exactly what we need to do. And if they bring in like Incineroar, we can kind of play around it by like protecting ourselves for like the first turn. We just want to make sure that we're not setting ourselves up for failure as soon as the match starts. With our particular team, we do have a little bit more liability when it comes to like switch-ins now. So hoping that we have something working for us. Tornadus and Miraidon. Okay. This is not what I had expected, to be honest with you. So we're gonna go ahead and Rain Dance, and I'm gonna protect. Not Rain Dance, but Tailwind. And I'm gonna protect. Because Kyogre could go down here, and I kind of want it to stay alive a little bit longer. Since we didn't walk in with... Well, we don't have Groudon, so Miraidon's going to have like a heyday. So if the Terra goes over to that slot, it's going to go Electric. Okay. So this is going to be very, very interesting. I'm going to protect. Tailwind's going to activate, so we're going to be dealing with Speed Ties. They won the 50-50. Electro Drift goes over to Kyogre. Ice Spinner would be great, but I can't use it right now. I have to wait till someone gets knocked out. We're gonna bring in Chi-Yu. And they're gonna attack first. I could go for the double, but I don't think it's gonna really do anything. Fortune Pulse, just to see what we could do. Retreat on the Tornadus. Bring out Chi-Yu. Okay, let's lower down the weakness of everybody. Electro Drift. Goes to the Kyogre. Probably will get the KO. Like, not even a question. Probably. No, not even a question. Movement Storm. Oof. Bring out Chien-Pao. Okay, for Chi-Yu, we're gonna go ahead and get off Snarl, and I'm gonna Ice Spinner right into Tornadus. This should knock out Tornadus, unless they win the 50-50. because Miraidon's got the same speed as Fluttermane and Chien Pao. The only one that outspeeds both of them is Iron Bundle. So if they win the 50-50, GG. But if I win the 50-50, it's gonna go right into an Incineroar, but it's not a bad call. But I take out the field, which is kind of what I want. I won the 50. Either that or they don't have full 205, which would be really unlikely. Nope, they have, yeah, that's 50-50. Right into Chiyu. And that is most likely choice specs. Honestly, it's kind of hard to deal with that. It's really, really hard to deal with that. I'm already projecting that this is a loss on our part. It's really, really hard to deal with choice specs Pokemon like that can just immediately just wipe me off this field. So we're gonna go ahead and activate Fleetwind Storm. I want to Terra and yeah, Sacred Sword the Miraidon. Why not? I'm gonna stop Fake Out, so that's cool. I mean, it's the only thing I can do, right? Kyogre was knocked out like turn 2. I couldn't do anything. All I could really do is hope for like a double protect, and I suck at those. Fake Out goes into Chien Pao. It's gonna fail. Sacred Sword. Yep, not a lot. Electro Drift goes right into Tornadus. Again, it's really, really hard to deal with that. It's incredibly hard. I think the only way I can deal with a 205 is to have my own 205, in which that's, yeah. Yep, it's 1v4. We're out of here. As much as I would like to continue, we're done. 35, 37. I keep records myself so that I can, one, have physical representation of where I'm at, and two, it's a physical reminder to update my own battle usage and stuff, because I do keep my own methods, but I think about dropping those. I'm a huge number person, so I like having physical things in front of me to be able to do stuff, but at the same time I have multiple different things. So if I can like be updated and just automatically plugged in there, I think I'm going to try to go that route, because then I don't have to worry about it as much. And the only reason why I'm going that route is because if I go to like some of these websites that I visit, I really lag my computer. Like I don't have hardly anything open when I do these recording sessions. Like I have 2 Opera GX windows, and I have OBS, and then Notion, which is the program that I use to do all my updates, and I still have bogged down. So like some of the websites have like a lot of ads, which then just do a lot of trackers, and for some reason they spam the computer and just lag it to nothing, and it makes it really hard to do stuff. So anyway, we'll move on. Okay, so we have Incineroar, Ice Rider, Amoonguss, Fluttermane, Iron Hands, and Urshifu. We're not sure which one, but there is an Urshifu that we will have to look out for. And I'm gonna adjust my mic. So I know that must sound terrible. I apologize. Okay, so in this particular instance, I don't really think that we have to worry about Trick Room as much. There is 2 people that can activate it, Fluttermane and Ice Rider, so we do have to pick and choose which one that we want to deal with first and foremost. They do not have anyone that's going to be able to really stop me per se, so I think walking in with like TU and maybe Urshifu first would be best. Technically have to worry about outspeeding people. I mean, we could, but we're gonna bring Chien Pao for sure, because we do need to be able to deal with Amoonguss, and sure, we'll bring in Kyogre. I think that's another person that we can bring in. Now we're not going to bring in automatically Kyogre, because then that could ruin our plans of how we utilize Chi-Yu, but we could potentially see some battles here. Okay, so we have Fluttermane and Amoonguss. So Amoonguss is probably going to do Follow Me or Rage Powder, whichever one. If they do that, we could do Heat Wave. Put a lot of pressure down. And we'll U-turn the... I'm going to hit Fluttermane, I think. It would be beneficial to do that. Yeah, we'll trigger the... We'll focus on the Fluttermane in case if it's not like that. Terra goes up. We're probably going to see it on the Amoonguss. Yep. Terra Water. Yep. Okay. Here comes the Rage Powder. U-turn goes first. No Rage Powder. Okay. I honestly thought that we would see Rage Powder. Now we'll bring out Kyogre. Energy Ball. Goes to Kyogre, so it's a good thing that we swapped there. Heat Wave. It was terrible swatching for the Kyogre, but I would much rather deal with this than anything else, to be honest. And that's leftovers on Amoonguss. Interesting. I'm locked into Heat Wave, so I can't do anything. Let's protect. I think Kyogre's gonna go down here. Fluttermane has Energy Ball, so it's kind of hard to kind of balance that. And they might have thought that I would do the switch for Chi-Yu. Let's see where the Spore goes. Okay. Heat Wave. Just swap to Chi and Pow. Let's try that. But it's gonna get spored, so I'm kind of in the dark here. It's the only thing I got. Energy Ball. That hurts so much. It's like I haven't been able to do anything. Everyone's been asleep. This is really kind of annoying. I thought I was playing like Big Brain by having like U-turn, but I was really expecting like Rage Powder. Obviously, that's wrong. Tactile and Chi and Pow. It's gonna have its dedicated turn of sleep. I can't do anything about it. So Chi and Pow goes down here. Dazzling Gleam. Tells me that is a different... It's probably sashed Fluttermane. She uses Sleep Still. Fallen Puff. Don't worry, it's gonna lose all of that. Don't worry, unless you do your thing now. Certain strikes right into Fluttermane. And we're gonna Terra for it. Or we're probably gonna get pushed right into Amoonguss, which is what I was hoping for in turn one. Okay. Nope, no rage powder, so Surgeon Strikes goes right into Fluttermane. Almost knocks it out. First shot. Let's go. Down it goes. Hit 2 times. Fluttermane faints. G woke up, let's go. Heat Wave. That's a considerable amount of damage. And we get the burn. Let's go. Let's go. Spore goes into Urshifu though. That shucks. Rain stopped. Oh, that's even better. That's even better. So what do you got for me? At least I don't have to worry about getting knocked down by Rocky Helmet. I don't know what that is. Iron Hands. Oh, great. Oh, great. Are we gonna see Fake Out? I don't think they would need to do Fake Out, right? I mean, I have to sleep here. I can't do anything. Yep, Fake Out. Lynch cannot move. Spore right into that slot. Oh, man. You just have to play the waiting game, I guess. That's also a Pokemon I might be playing with soon, which is a Moongus. Like, oh, you want to use Trick Room? Here, let me just use a Pokemon that's incredibly slow. We both can not move. What else can I do? Moongus is incredibly disruptive, and I have no way to really get it off the field now. I get, like, Surgeon Strikes in that slot, but I don't think it's going to do anything anymore. Me switching out to Kyogre was kind of like a bad decision. Urshifu's asleep. GU is also asleep. That's his first turn of sleep. Here comes Wild Charge. Urshifu goes down. One Pokemon completely stopped me. And Pollen Buff. Did he even get damaged? I didn't hit him. It's not that I know of. It's not like I can just like instantly hit people. Alright. Bring out Kyogre. And we're going to go ahead and Heat Wave, and I'm going to Origin Pulse. Try it. It's the only thing I got left. So what do we have to use Fast Asleep? It's interesting, it's faster than Kyogre. Origin Pulse hits. Hits both. Doesn't knock out either one. Gets really close though. Wild Charge into that slot does knock down Kyogre. This match is done, so. Spore. Now I'm only saying this match is donezo because it is literally GU in the rain, and I'm locked into Heat Wave. I don't really have anything. So unless I wake up here and just suddenly just like knock out both these Pokemon, I've got nothing. I've got nothing. Specs doesn't matter if I don't wake up to hit stuff. Nope. Okay. Just my luck. Okay, so we obviously need to replace GU. I don't think he's gonna be able to pull his weight in this one. We might replace it with Fluttermane, and if we do Fluttermane, we have to change EVs for Flutter, because we're going to need to be able to keep up and or outspeed Miraidons and Koraidons, and if we can't do that, we will not get very far. So we might have to change the item from specs to maybe have booster energy, so the team might be drastically changing just to keep up with that particular momentum, but we'll look into that further. Okay, so we have Archelodon, Sinistcha, Whimsicott, Urshifu, Incineroar, and White Kyurem. That's an interesting bit there. So if we are able to survive, we should be okay. Now, the thing that I have to worry about is Archelodon could have the power herb, so Electroshot's going to do like a ton. We also have 3, maybe 4 Pokemon that are weak against Sinistcha by himself, so we have to keep that in mind as well. Raging Bolt gets nullified by Ursaluna. I don't really know if it's going to do anything to Kyurem, but we do have Draco Meteor now, so we don't have to worry about that. Question is, should I worry about Whimsicott? I think so. And if I have to worry about Whimsicott, I think going in with Urshifu Tornadus, because I do have to worry about Tailwind. Actually, let's swap it up to do Urshifu Qianpao, Raging Bolt, and Tornadus. Essentially what we're walking in with is one of our main attackers, or like our main attacking squad. So like Urshifu usually opens up with Tornadus and not Qianpao, but Qianpao is going to give him like a huge benefit for sure. I just have to make sure that whatever I do after the fact is beneficial to the whole round. So we have Whimsicott, White Kyurem. Turbo Blaze activates. So Surgeon Strikes doesn't do anything. Close Combat does a ton. U-Turn also does a ton. Let's do Close Combat just so I can see what happens next. Ice Spinner. Sacred Sword. Sacred Sword also does a lot, but we do have to deal with Whimsicott. We're going to Terra, go right into Whimsicott with Ice Spinner. Okay, they retreated White Kyurem. Can't read that. They brought out Sinistcha, so Close Combat does nothing. Nice bait. Absolutely nice bait. But now I don't do anything to Sinistcha, but that's totally fine. I'm going to hit Whimsicott with Ice Spinner though. And that's going to either bring it down to its sash or knock it out. We got the knockout instead. Okay, let's send out White Kyurem again. Turbo Blaze activates. I'm going to Close Combat that slot. Actually, I'm going to retreat instead to bring out Tornadus. And I'm going to Ice Spinner Sinistcha. Probably will get hit with Trick Room unless I can knock it out, but they're probably out to live against. Yep, there's the Rage Powder. Okay, so that was expected. I'm going to do Ice Spinner. Are you calced for Life Orb? You're not. Okay. I am damaged a little bit by the Rocky Helmet, but just totally fine because I have Life Orb. I don't really go with Focus Sash. But that would have been like terrible to have. Freeze Dry goes right over to Qianpao, which does unfortunately get the KO. So now what's the last two in the back? So I'm going to bring out Raging Bolt now. And summon the Treasure Hunter, probably... Oh, okay. I was going to say Ursaluna, but I wasn't 100% sure on that. Don't exactly quote me because I am not sure. Okay. So we are Salt Vested. They haven't Terra'd. I have. Yes, because mine's down. Yeah, they haven't terra'd. I know what their 4 is now. So the question is... I'm going to Draco Meteor. I'm going to go for White Kyurem. I think that's like the worst option. So I don't Terra. That's good. So now I outspeed. Draco Meteor goes right over to White Kyurem. Barely misses the KO. Just barely. Freeze Strike goes right over to Tornadus. Which I'm okay with. Because the Pokemon in the back is going to really hit really hard. Earth Power goes right into Raging Bolt. And it's not enough to get the KO. Okay, Urshifu comes out. I'm going to Surgeon Strikes that guy. And Draco Meteor that guy. Or just go straight right across. Surgeon Strikes. 1. 2. This should be enough to get the KO. Barely survives. You gotta be kidding me. Just barely. That looked like it was going to be a TKO. Okay. He goes down. Black Moon. Into the Urshifu does knock it out. Okay. Snarl. Just enough. Oh, that was way too close for comfort. Okay, so we did make some good moves. Assault Vest was like the best play that I could do. Them living against Urshifu's strikes though was kind of eye-opening, but at the same time we don't really have anything to boost there, unfortunately. Since we have Scarf, we're not using like Sword Stance, and I thought about using like Lumberry and having like Swagger on my Pokemon, let's say like Tornadus or something like that, just so that I can protect on one turn, do the Tailwind, and the next turn go over. But if I can't do the next turn, then it kind of ruins the strat a bit. So it is a work in progress, but at least I'm understanding why everyone picks Urshifu. Feels like although he doesn't do enough damage, being able to outspeed just like the regular Pokemon is actually really, really good. Like I will outspeed Miraidon, I will outspeed Koraidon, but they don't have like a booster energy effect that makes it over. So the only one that can actually outspeed him at that point are literally like Regieleki and booster energy Fluttermane or Iron Bundle. Like either one of those can be able to do it. So just something to keep in mind. Okay, we've got Whimsicott, Burgerath, Koraidon, Fluttermane, Incineroar, and Raging Bolt. Okay, with this particular squad, we should be maybe trying to trick the weather. So we'll probably have to play around weather quite a bit here. We're going to open up with Tornadus, Chien-Pao. That way if they do open up with either Burgerath, actually, we'll open up with Urshifu, because then I can swap out to Kyogre after that, and then we'll bring in Chien-Pao. Yeah, we'll bring in Chien-Pao. We'll go 2-2. I think that type of core is pretty interesting. We will have to re-examine Kyogre's thing. Like when I go to like Pikalytics and I look at like other builds that people have gotten in like showdowns things, you can kind of see where everyone's kind of picking. I'm gonna have to start looking differently now. I want Kyogre to be offensive, but I also want it to be able to survive things. So if I want it to be bulky, I have to build it differently, vice versa. So okay, right on to Orichalcum Pulse activates. I'm gonna go ahead and just use the Rain Dance to shut it off. Actually, no, I'm not. I don't have to. Instead, what I'll do is... I mean, does Whimsicott have Taunt? If they carry Taunt, Tornadus is in trouble. But if they don't, it doesn't really matter. In the event that they do, I'm going to Terra, just so that I don't have to worry about it. And I'm going to U-turn into Whimsicott's spot so that I get rid of the Focus Sash if it has it, possibly. Terra goes to the Koraidon. Faster, so he gets it first. Fighting Terra. He's going for the full-blown thing that like Miraidon does. And this is a good idea, by the way. Don't get me wrong. This is a perfect idea. You want Koraidon to be Terra fighting so that you can get that boost for Collision Course. That's just how it works. And he also gets that 1.3 times bonus in his attack stat just because of the weather. Taunt was it. I'm so glad. Now we can do Tailwind. I'm so glad we picked that. U-turn goes right here. And I'm going to bring out Kyogre now. Kyogre is now going to turn off the weather. Make it more beneficial for me. Collision Course. It's probably going to go to Kyogre. Does. And he gets the KO. That's not super effective, but that is Choice Banded Koraidon. It has to be. We'll just go right to Urshifu. Okay, now I'll just do 100% Bleak Wind Storms and Surging Strikes right into Koraidon. Now they can activate Tailwind here, and it doesn't really matter because I still outspeed. Withdraw the Koraidon. Okay. Here comes. Okay, Raging Bolt. Tailwind activates. I still outspeed. Surging Strikes in the rain. It's not going to be super effective, but it is going to be enough. But here comes the Bleak Wind Storms, which now it's 100%, which is going to knock out the Swimpsicott. 100% down. Can't do anything about it. And I drop his speed. Dope. Okay, so now that I'm locked into Surging Strikes, I can't outspeed Thunderclap, which is unfortunate. But it's not inopportune. We still have a way to get around that. Here comes Flutter Mane. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and do Bleak Wind Storm. Swap. Actually, we can't. We can't swap because if Flutter Mane does anything, it's going to do like a ton of damage. So all I'm going to do is go flat into Flutter Mane. It's going to... Oh, that's really, really good. That's really, really good for us. I thought that they were going to use, like, Thunderclap, but thank goodness that they didn't. Change the weather again. So now they have Photosynthesis activated. Speed was heightened. Dazzling Gleam. That is a one-hit on both. Maybe I should have like planned for that, but I wasn't expecting them to swap so fast. Oh, they went like I went from like being ahead to like being below. Far below. If I wasn't Terra Dark, I would have been able to survive that, but it doesn't really matter because I wouldn't have been able to get Bleak Wind Storm off. Or not Bleak Wind Storm, but Tailwind. And I have Tailwind. They also have Tailwind. Let's take it on Flutter Mane. Sucker Punch. One hit KO. Right now, we have to invest everything that we have into speed until everything gets a little bit more evened out. But this is 100% super effective. Whoop. That's a lot. Super effective. Does like another, what, 1.2, 1.3? A lot. But that is a loss. There was no way for me to predict that they would swap to bring out the sun. It would have like be like the best call if I would have like foreseen that that was going to be the outcome, but I didn't think that they would, to be honest. I didn't think that they would. Like, to me, it didn't make a whole lot of sense, but maybe I should start thinking about that a little bit sooner and not just like lock into my stuff. Because what if I was able to predict that? That would have been like a great predict, but I have no idea. But that was definitely the game changer. Okay, so I have Miraidon, Iron Threads, not Threads? Yeah, Treads. Sneasler, Whimsicott, Ogerpon, and Incineroar. Oh boy, how do I deal with this? How do I deal with this? This is gonna be really, really interesting. As soon as I bring out Miraidon, it's like almost all over. Almost all over. Let's bring in Tornadus, Chien-Pao, Raging Bolt, and Chi-Yu. We're not gonna worry about bringing in Urshifu or Kyogre. They have water Ogerpon, and I have to be very, very selective for what I do. So the only thing I could maybe counter this opening if it's Whimsicott Miraidon is just Miraidon and Sneasler. The only way they can counteract that open is to literally knock it out, but they have Prankster. And then Miraidon just has its big old speed to just run through my teams. Alright, so the Electric Seed. So they're already planning for that. Let's go ahead and Tailwind so that I outspeed. And let's hit Miraidon, but I think he's gonna Terra. It would make sense if he Terra to Electric, that way he doesn't take that much damage. But I'm pretty sure. Yep. Does he want to use it for Sneasler? His Unburdened ability just procs, so that's gonna be fun. And I think Dire Claw is priority. I think. Might not, but I think it is. Terra Electric. Tailwind, so it's not priority. Nice Spinner. Do a ton of damage. And I'm going to take away the electric field. Rock Slide. It's not a one hit. Here comes the Volt Switch. That's going to go to Tornadus. Okay. And what do I have in the back? They sent out Whimsicott. I'm gonna send out Chi-Yu. I'm gonna Heat Wave and Protect. I think that's the best call that I have. I have Tailwind. Now they also have Tailwind, but I couldn't stop Whimsicott from doing that. Rock Slide. This is gonna knock out Chi-Yu. Bye, Chi-Yu. Oh, it doesn't. Dope. Heat Wave. I was not expecting that, but that's great. That's awesome. I love that. I was honestly like expecting like the double knockout there. Well, at least Chi-Yu being knocked out, not me getting the double knockout. That is interesting though. Okay. We'll do the Heat Wave. And I'm gonna go for Ice Spinner, and I'm gonna go for Miraidon, but I know exactly what they're gonna do here. Miraidon is gonna be able to attack, but we're gonna see the Follow Me from Ogerpon, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get started up with that, so I don't go for the Sucker Punch thinking, oh, they don't have it, because, yep, there we go. They used their Terra already. I haven't used mine. They won the 50-50. They knocked down their own Pokemon. do I have left? Oh, Raging Bolt. Who gets a boost. But I can also just... I can also do this. Okay, battles. Okay. I was like, oh, I can also do the thing. Because, you know, that was interesting. If they went for anything else besides discharge, I think that battle would have went more in their favor, to be honest. When they knocked down their own Ogerpon, I think that was like the game changer right there. I don't know if they just didn't think that I had another Pokemon in the back. I've done that. So obviously that would make a lot of sense. But I haven't used my Terra yet. And that would have been funny just to walk in as like a Terra electric, you know, Raging Bolt and be like, okay, now what? We both don't get really hit with Electrotech moves. But yeah, you're less health than I am. So that's interesting. Yeah, we have Fluttermane, Urshifu, Chi-Yu, Water Ogerpon, Terapagos, and Whimsicott. So what is the combo here? How do I make it when I am 100% in? How do I do this? I kind of want to go with Kyogre, but I don't think that's the call. Honestly, I don't. It could be, because Urshifu is right there too. But if I go in Kyogre, use Origin Pulse, Ogerpon's just going to avoid it, or absorb it all. Let's go Tornadus, Chien-Pao, kind of like what I did last time. Chi-Yu, and let's do Ogerpon, or not Ogerpon, Urshifu. I kind of want to bring in Ogerpon again. Ogerpon seems like the really good choice. I don't have a fire type, so if I wanted to go with like the fire, water, grass core, I don't have any of those. It just doesn't go well with Kyogre though. Like Ivy Cudgel with fire Ogerpon doesn't just, I do half damage, so then I'm just relying on like Wood Hammer. So I don't know if that's like the best call, if that makes sense. Frozen's activates on the Fluttermane and it's speed. Because you know everyone wants speed. We're gonna Terra, that way we can get through Whimsicott. But I am gonna Sucker Punch Fluttermane. Seems like I'm the faster one to Terra. I feel like taunts coming out of that Whimsicott. But I just kind of want to not get hit by it. Now that I know that it's speed, Sucker Punch hits and gets the KO. So Fluttermane does nothing, which is great. Tailwind. They also activate Tailwind. Okay, so they weren't taunting, but I did win the 50-50. So that's dope. I don't remember bringing Kyogre. If I didn't bring Kyogre, it's fine. I think it would be cool to like switch it in just so I can get 100% Bleak Wind Storms, but I think having it this way is probably better. Next up is Ogerpon. So I do not have Kyogre, which is again totally fine. Let's go ahead and do Bleak Wind Storms. Bleak Wind Storms. And I'm going to go right into Ogerpon with Ice Spinner. Helping Hand. Okay. Spinner. Oh, it's not enough. Just really, really close. Bleak Wind Storm, please hit Ogerpon. Yes. Oh, they have terrible luck. That's terrible luck. It's absolutely terrible. Okay. And Terapagos is the last one. Terra Shift. Transformed. And we'll just do... we'll just do this. Terra's probably going to go over... Okay, never mind. Battle's canceled. I mean, I can't be super mad. We went 3-3 again. So I can't be like completely angry. 77? Yeah, we went 3-3. So I can't be realistically mad. But like I said, we're gonna have to re-examine a couple of things, just because we're constantly seeing Pokemon show up, and that's good enough to be mindful of what I have to deal with as a VGC competitive player. Yeah, Sunday or Saturday is gonna be like a major EV day, because I'm gonna have to like almost recalibrate the team. And I definitely appreciate people in the Discord saying like it's got synergy. You just can't switch in. And like, and I agree. Part of that is like, okay, I do dampen a couple of people, right? So it's like I could use Pokemon like Incineroar. Fake Out would be perfect, but the Intimidate would just not be useful. So what I instead use something else. Like there's other Pokemon that have Fake Out, also do have like Intimidate. Or I could just say screw it to Intimidate, because the Pokemon that you would want to use it on, you can't use it on Pokemon because they've got the Clear Amulet now, and a lot of Pokemon are using that. Ice Rider especially, Groudon is using it, so it's just gotta kind of have to pick and choose our battles almost. But we're gonna look through and see what we can do for Sunday's video, not Sunday's video, Monday's video. Not releasing something on Saturday, and Sunday is called for the rental team. So yeah, that's gonna be really, really fun. Get over to the outro. And that, Pokefans, is gonna be the end of today's video. I'm hoping that you've enjoyed the show and the video as a whole, as we end in 13,404 with 38 wins and 39 losses. We're currently 77 battles in. We are really, really close of being at 100 already. That's dope. Usually I'm at this part like next week. We're really, really close of hitting 100 fights. So triple digits is just right around the corner. So I'm actually excited. So we do have a little bit of a laundry list in which I would gladly ask you guys the question. Since we're going to be replacing some Mons, Chi-Yu especially, I don't think he's that useful, just because of the fact that he's fast and he's built to be fast, but unless you could put Scarf on him, he's not going to be faster than a lot of Pokemon. And everyone's using Tailwind and everyone's using 205s for speeds. So the speed tier for Chi-Yu is kind of rough. I think Chi-Yu does have a place, just not on my team. I think Terapagos or maybe even Ice Rider would have a huge better benefit, as long as you're using something else as a speed control, so you don't have to worry about that particular thing popping up when you are battling against others on the ladder. So in my team, where I'm using Rain, terrible choice for me to have. I'm not sure why I picked him, but it's not that great of a choice. Anyone else? Absolutely a good choice. Yeah. So anyway, so we're going to remove Chi-Yu by Monday. I'm not really sure who his replacement is going to be, but we do have a couple of EV things to train. One of them is going to be Raging Bolt. Another one's going to be Kyogre, and we are going to also be changing the EVs for Fluttermane. If everyone's going to go towards speed, I'm probably going to have to do that as well, just so that I can kind of keep up. Now, am I going to go to the booster energy set? I don't think so. If I had to pick, I'm probably still going to keep with specs, just so that I can kind of do the extra damage. But if my opponents use Sun at all, I'm probably going to take advantage of that as much as physically possible. So there's that. But for now, that's going to be it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and if you guys want to show your appreciation, please leave a like on the video. And if you guys want to leave a comment down below, please do let me know how my matches went today, what changes you would have made, or anything along those lines. Or if you guys just like the content, just let me know down there anyway. It does help out the video perform a little bit better, so thumbs up and all that. I do reply to any and all comments left behind as well, just so that you guys can hear from me. If you guys want to continue hearing from me that's not on YouTube, you can follow the social medias. That's going to be on Twitter and Discord, and both of those links are going to be in the description. If you're a brand new viewer, hi, hello. My name is Matt. I'm a brand new competitive Pokemon VGC player, and I have done 14 seasons hitting Master Ball tier about this round, like around this number, and I'm consistent in that fact, which is great. But I'm always learning. I'm trying to be able to read people better and make better decisions as I'm currently competing. While I'm in my off season now, but 2025, I'll be competing a lot for Pokemon VGC. So I'm hoping that I do well enough to be on the big screen someday and hopefully get, talked to by the announcers. That'd be dope. That'd be so dope. That would break me, honestly. But that's just like a goal that I have. And if you enjoy the show, please consider watching the playlist that's going to be at the end card. 260 videos. Like I said, I've been doing this for 14 seasons, so I'm having a lot of fun, and I'm hoping you'll come and enjoy the adventure with me or learn something yourself. It's what this is here for. So if you're a returning viewer, why not just hit the subscribe button? You're already here anyway, and hoping you enjoy the content. So you can hit the notification bell over on the right to be notified when I upload next. I will be uploading every day this month except for the days that I have overtime. So I will let you guys know ahead of time if I'm doing mandatory OT or if it's just like a voluntary OT or if I'm just working a lot that I can't record videos anyway. So I'll just keep you guys informed well in advance, and so you don't have to worry about that. And for those who don't know, I will not be posting a video this Saturday. I do have mandatory, and I won't be able to get home in time tomorrow night to record something for you guys to watch in the morning when I have to be up in the morning myself to go to work. So I work swing shift. So if that helps everyone kind of get the knowledge of what I have to deal with. But anyway, I've rambled on way too long. Everything should have lit up on the screen. If it did, awesome. If it didn't, let me know down in the comments down below. For now, that's it. I hope you have a wonderful day, and it's happy Friday, happy weekend. I have 6 days, so unfortunately I don't get a long weekend, but I'm hoping that you guys enjoy it for me. Till next time, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you then. Take care.